Hey guys, welcome to another Christmas review. Today we read a classic, and I have the DVD right here. Now this is the one that you saw by the title, I'm like, is that the Christmas movie? We're gonna get into that as well in this video, but we're doing Die Hard with Bruce Willis, which you're probably thinking, is it a Christmas movie? First off, look at my general thoughts, and then we'll get into if it's a Christmas movie and that. I want to get into that more into like when I'm talking about the movie, because obviously I'm gonna talk about stuff that, about the movie to explain some of that. So let's jump into what are my general thoughts. This is my first time actually seeing the movie with Bruce Willis and Die Hard. It's not like, oh, I'm watching it again so I can review it for the channel. This is my first time seeing it. It's all in theaters. Animal was playing it this month. And Psycho 7 especially. So yeah, I got to see it and I liked it. I kind of knew I was going to like it because it's one of the movies that I'm just, I kind of, like, I doubt I'm going to hate this movie. I'm pretty sure I was going to like this movie. It's like, there's certain movies you're going to see. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm going to like, I don't think I'm going to hate this movie. I don't think I'm not going to like it. I think I'm going to like this more. Yeah, and this is a really good movie. And I've seen one of the other Die Hard. I think it's Live Free or Die Hard. I forget what it is. It's like the fourth one or something. I've seen that one and maybe some of the fifth one. I don't know. But I've seen the Die Hard movie before, but not seen specifically this one. So I'm excited. And this is also, like I said, I have a DVD here. I've had it. I hadn't got a chance to watch it yet because I have a lot of movies and I go to the Alamo and stuff now. I just do a bunch of things. I don't go to the Alamo too much nowadays. I pick and choose one movie I want to see. But this is a movie that I just had because it was like cheap. I was like, I need to get it. Let's get it. And I got it. And it's a good movie. I definitely would rewatch it. It's a little on the longer side. To say the time, it's 132 minutes. So basically, it was about a little over 2 hours. So yeah, pretty on the longer side for a movie, but it's good. It is good. I really recommend it. Bruce Willis is awesome. So let's get into the movie and do how to go first. Let's talk about what's the movie about, and then we'll get into if it's a Christmas movie, and then we'll get into the review. I'm gonna try to make this super, not super long, but the movie's about a guy named Bruce Willis who plays John McClane. He's a cop, a New York cop, and he goes to, he goes to see his wife at this company he worked at. He lives in LA, so he got the job offer, he moves there with the kids. They're kind of like, I don't know if they're split or divorced, but I think they're still married. So it's like, yeah. And then they go, and he comes there, and then obviously that place gets taken over by some terrorist group. And yeah, and that's the thing. And also, I forget who, Hans Gruber, who is the main villain of who runs the terrorist organization. I did not know this, but I could tell by his voice. I'm like, that's not who I think it is. I'm pretty sure who I thought it was, and I looked up. The same actor is Alan Rickman, the same guy who plays Snape in Harry Potter. I'm like, okay, because his voice is just so that's Snape. But Snape, I don't know. That voice works so much for Snape, and his voice is really good in this too. But yeah, he's really cool in this. He's the only actor who I'm like, oh, I know that guy. Anybody else, I'm like, I don't know really anybody else in this movie other than those two. But yeah, so first of all, it's about obviously, like I said, John goes to see his wife. The terrorists come, then he has to, obviously he's a cop, he has to fight them all. And then all the cops eventually come outside, and he has to, basically he gets them all. He does all the work. He gets them all. He does all the work. It's an action movie. It's great. I think it's an amazing action movie. Anyways, check it out. So now, the movie he eventually does get them all, and hopefully ends on happy ending, his wife and everything. It's a fun movie, and also the other cop, I forget what his name is. I don't know if it's to say. I'm looking for the other cop names. This guy right here. The other cop here who's outside, I love him as well. He's awesome in this movie. And then also there's the guy, the limo driver, saying he's great as well. There's a lot of good characters in this movie. This is just a really great movie. But in the end, they make it out alive into him and his wife, and they go home to the kids, whatever. It's great. It's a great movie. They say I'm going off in the limo, obviously to probably home to the kids, but yeah. I think maybe their relationship got better or something. Who knows? But it's a really good movie. I really check it out. I wanted to mention, to say on this DVD, it is an R-rated movie. Just wanted to make that clear. I didn't specify this, and since it's an action movie, action movies can be PG-13 or R. So I wanted to be specifically this one's R. It has a lot of cussing, obviously. Yeah. So now we're gonna get into is it a Christmas movie. Now, first thing I want to mention is because it says on the DVD, the beginning of it has a thing that explains the movie in the back, what it is. I'm gonna read this to you. Bruce Willis is John McClane, a New York cop who flies to LA on Christmas Eve to visit his wife at a party in his company's lavish high-rise. Ended right there. And then, if you don't read the rest of that right there almost sounds like, without reading the rest of it, it sounds like a Christmas movie. I'm just saying. They specifically yep, it's on, yep, going to, yeah, and then it's plan change once a group of terrorists come by, and, But, the first line, when it gets to the period, I'm like, if you just do that, it's technically that's a line where I'm like, if you got rid of all the rest, I'm like, this Christmas movie if you just went by that line. Obviously not. But also, in the movie there is Christmas lights. There's for some scenes. It's not like throughout the entire movie, because most of the time he's in the building hunting the guys. That's not Christmas stuff. But they do reference Christmas multiple times, saying it is. The party she's having at the beginning is Christmas, a Christmas party. They say a lot of Christmas phrases. Enough. They don't say like a ton, but they say just enough, I think. Stuff. And also there's Christmas music in it. He hums when he goes into the building. He starts humming a Christmas song. I don't know I can't remember which one, but he does start doing that. And also when the credits play, they play when the credits, like when the movie ends and the credits start playing, they play a Christmas song. When do you do that other than a Christmas movie? I'm just saying that I rarely see that other than a Christmas movie. You see Christmas movie play at the end of the credits, and that's a Christmas movie. I don't think there's any reason why you would do that. I think it has. My opinion is, I think it has just enough. It's barely it's toting the line, but I think it can count. I think it can. I think it's one of the ones that. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter if it is or isn't. I don't mind. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. It doesn't. At the end of the day, does it really matter? No. The movie's good, and I think you should check. If you're not seeing it, check it out. Either way, but do I think it's a good movie? I think it just makes it. I think it just makes it. It has just enough to do count as a Christmas movie. I think it's just enough. And that's good. And also that makes it eligible for the Christmas reviews. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna get because my first time seeing it, I heard of the debate about if there's a Christmas movie or not. I have to finally see it. I'm gonna say it just makes it. It's on the low end of, does it count as a Christmas movie? It's on the low end of that still, but I think it just makes the cut. So that's it for this review of Die Hard. I really enjoyed it. Now we're gonna get into the rating. What I already think I gave it a rating. It's a 9. It's really good. It's probably one of my. I'm trying to think. I would say yes. It's definitely my favorite action movies. I like action movies, and this was one of the, I think, my favorites. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. You guys can always stay epic, and I'll see you in the next Christmas movie, you guys. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.